the impact of pirate radio stations on music history. Welcome back to Threads and Tunes, where we dive deep into the world of music and its rich history. Today we're exploring a fascinating chapter that often flies under the radar: the impact of pirate radio stations on music history. So grab your headphones and get ready to tune in to a story of rebellion, creativity, and the power of sound. Pirate radio stations began as a grassroots movement emerging in the mid-20th century when mainstream radio was heavily regulated. The airwaves were dominated by a select few, playing only a narrow range of music and often ignoring emerging genres. This left a huge gap for diverse voices and sounds that weren't being represented. Enter the pirate radio stations, often operated from ships or clandestine locations, which took to the airwaves to fill that void. These stations were not just about playing music, they were about freedom of expression. They provided a platform for artists and genres that were often overlooked or outright banned by traditional media. From rock and roll in the United States to the rise of punk in the UK, pirate radio was instrumental in showcasing new talent and giving a voice to the youth culture of the time. They became the heartbeat of counterculture movements, challenging the norms of society and the music industry. One of the most notable examples is Radio Caroline, which broadcast from a ship in the North Sea in the 1960s. This station played a crucial role in popularizing rock music in the UK, reaching audiences who were hungry for something new. It was a direct challenge to the BBC, which had a strict playlist and programming style. Radio Caroline's free-form approach allowed listeners to hear not only the hits, but also the underground sounds that would go on to shape music history. In addition to rock, pirate radio stations were vital in promoting genres like reggae and hip-hop. In the late 1970s and early 1980s, stations in the UK began to play reggae music, introducing it to a wider audience. This not only helped to elevate reggae artists, but also laid the groundwork for the multicultural music scene we enjoy today. Similarly, in the streets of New York, pirate radio stations became the lifeblood of hip-hop culture, broadcasting block parties and underground artists long before they hit mainstream radio. The impact of these stations wasn't limited to music alone. They played a significant role in shaping social and political movements. By giving voice to marginalized communities, pirate radio stations became platforms for activism and change. They challenged the status quo, raised awareness about social issues, and united listeners around a common cause. In many ways, they were the original influencers, using the power of music and dialogue to inspire action. As technology evolved, so did the landscape of radio. The rise of the internet and digital streaming platforms has transformed how we consume music. However, the spirit of pirate radio lives on. Today, we see independent artists and labels using online platforms to bypass traditional media channels, much like their predecessors did. The fight for creative freedom and authentic expression continues, echoing the legacy of those early pirate stations. In conclusion, the impact of pirate radio stations on music history is undeniable. They broke barriers, championed new genres, and provided a voice for those often unheard. Their rebellious spirit and commitment to artistic freedom have left an indelible mark on the music industry, shaping the sounds we know and love today. Thank you for tuning in to Threads and Tunes. If you enjoyed this dive into the world of pirate radio and its lasting influence on music history, please give us a thumbs up and consider subscribing for more musical explorations. Until next time, keep listening and stay inspired.